Well, the Seattle chapter of the JCL was the only chapter that was willing to take this on full force. Other JCL chapters and JCL National were real ambiguous about it at that time. You know, let's let it lie, you know, let bygones be bygones. We don't want to raise this issue. You know, there was a lot of fear and internalized oppression and, you know, just an unwillingness to move forward with this. JCL was not the first, nationally, was not the first organization to go and advocate for it. They came on board eventually, but the Seattle chapter was always sort of known as a renegade chapter, and you know, they were right out there.
Were you involved in those discussions? Do you recall them?
Yes.
Could you tell me more about that? Sort of what was the Seattle JACL like when you were involved with it, especially as it relates to this issue?
Well, on any issue, the JACL meetings were like long. You know, they would go like from 7 to 10 p.m. Everybody sitting on cold metal folding chairs, you know, all in a row. And an issue could get discussed and discussed and discussed, and a decision could be made, and the next meeting the issue would get discussed and discussed and discussed all over again. But there were two Niseis in particular, Shosuke Sasaki and Henry Miyatake, who, especially Shosuke, who just were really, really strong about how it was our responsibility to inform the rest of the American people of this horrible chapter in our history so that it never could happen again. And they were very, very strident. And all of us young people just, you know, went right along with them because we thought they were great, you know, that they would speak out and, you know, make these demands. Well, their own peers, a lot of them, both in and out of JCL, thought they were crazy or, you know, too far out there or whatever. But the Seattle chapter, you know, was like the first chapter to, you know, I think Ruth Ann was a board member at that time too, Kip Tokuda. There were a lot of us that were young people at that time who got very involved with JCL. There was a president, Dr. Lindy Sata, who saw the need to work with the next generation and to bring us in and sort of like equal members and not call us the kids anymore. And so he got when he was president, he got JCL to pay for sending us to national leadership training courses, to get us involved in other things around the larger community. We'd call it civic engagement now. You know, he was very visionary at that time.